I'm here again with Paul Wagner, our HP resident print and cut expert. And Paul's going to help me understand where to place the pinch rollers on our cutter. Hi, Paul. How are you today?
Doing well, Tim. How about yourself?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good.
I have a whole bunch of people that have different opinions about where to place the pinch rollers on these and why. And so I put a roll in here now just to show you. And this is a smaller roll, and in some cases I even have 24-inch rolls, you know, for the print and cut lettering, you know, like a black cut lettering. Mm-hmm. And what I did is I placed, you know, one pinch roller on the end here, one pinch roller is in the middle, and one on the end, and that seems about right to me, and I just left the one on the outside there, you know, on the outside. It doesn't need to be here. And then someone told me, no. All the pinch rollers always have to be on the media, all 4 of them. What's the truth on that? Where do they go and why?
Well, whoever told you that knows what they're talking about, because they're absolutely correct.
So I've been doing it wrong this whole time.
Perhaps that's true. I don't know. But you do need to use all the pinch rollers, and there's a couple of reasons why that's the case. First and foremost, there's always 2 drive pinch rollers, right? And those are the outermost pinch rollers on the machine.
Right.
Those are what is going to be responsible for driving the material backwards and forwards.
Got it.
The inside pinch rollers are auxiliary. They help. They keep the material nice and flat.
Sure.
But they're not really driving the material. So if you left a pinch roller out here, number one, when you set the job up, the plotter thinks that the material is effectively as wide as the distance between the outer pinch rollers.
Okay.
It's not really even aware your material is less than that.
So it's almost like having one of my drive wheels not being engaged whatsoever.
Correct.
And that could affect my accuracy.
That will affect accuracy on longer plots. It might work okay in some cases, but it's certainly not recommended.
Got it. So what I would do in this case then is I would slide this pinch roller to here, this pinch roller to say there, and then bring this last pinch roller in so that it's on the edge, and then you could move them around a little bit depending on where you wanted to place them.
Correct.
Okay. Now down here, I also noticed there's a long grit roller that allows me to place multiples. What if I were to do a really narrow roll? Can I put, you know, multiple rollers down here? I mean, could I put 3 of them? Let's say it was a roll where it was this size and, you know, I have all 4 going. Can you do it that way?
You can.
Really?
That's perfectly allowable. So if you had, like, let's say a 12-inch wide piece, you could put 3 on the continuous roller and the 4th onto the segmented roller, and be able to drive that small media width in that fashion.
So in many ways, this long elongated grit roller allows me to put 2 additional rollers there as I need and place them so you can do narrow rolls.
Correct.
Okay, that's wonderful. That's of enormous help to me. At least I will stop doing that. The next question I have is, in the middle here, the 2 middle ones, which you said are the auxiliary rollers, they seem to have 2 settings. And the one setting is where they're engaged, and then if you can go in the back here, and then you can lift it up and where they lift up completely. And I'm thinking, why would I lift them up? What's that for?
Well, on some plotters, not latex, but with some competitive technologies that are out there, you might encounter a situation where the ink is not dry entirely. And if those inside pinch rollers are in the down position, you might end up tracking ink back and forth and essentially marring and wrecking your cut.
So the middle pinch rollers are for mostly solvent technologies that aren't necessarily dry or that are sticky, and you lift those up so those rollers don't touch the wet ink, leave an imprint, and then you have the 2 dry rollers on the ends probably going on, you know, white vinyl and not getting in the way of the prints.
That's right.
Well, latex is completely dry. That's irrelevant for latex. If the prints aren't dry, then something's wrong with your settings in the latex printer.
Exactly.
Because all latex printers come off the printers dry, and you can put the 2 middle rollers engaged.
Yes.
So there's really no benefit of disengaging them. You get more accuracy by having all 4 engaged at the same time.
Correct. By adding the extra pinch points, you do improve accuracy beyond having, let's say, only 2 pinch points.
Ah, fantastic. So having all 4 engaged is the right way to run the cutter, and there's an advantage by having the 2 auxiliary rollers always there to help keep the media flat, and latex doesn't ever have to worry about lifting those up or reducing that pressure.
You are correct.
Perfect. You've settled it. I'm going to be on the straight and narrow from now, and I'm going to cut things properly.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Paul.